All right, good morning, 7th grade. Um, Today we're going to do lesson 6-9. It's on the interior and exterior angles of a triangle. Just real fast, tomorrow we're going to do chapter 6, review on the 4 lessons that we did in this chapter. Oh, sorry. The review will be tomorrow, 3:26, and we're going to do a quiz on Friday, 3:27. It will be on Google Forms. It would all be multiple choice. So no fear there. It will be open book and open note. So I suggest that if you missed any notes, you shouldn't have because you've been turning them in. But if for some reason you don't have the notes, you can't find them, you didn't put them in your binder like I usually expect you to, make sure that you go back and watch some videos, get those notes down. We'll practice. We'll do a couple practice problems tomorrow, and then we will take our quiz on Friday. Sorry. I can't stop yawning. Sorry, I'm on page 354 in the book. We are going to talk about the angles interior, so inside, of a triangle first. All right, this is the rule. It's posted very small on page 354. It should be a little bit bigger, but this is kind of a rule that always stands in place. The sum, which means adding total, of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle is always 180. So what that means, 180 degrees, okay? Always. The sum of all 3 angles inside of a triangle will always equal 180. That means this angle, and this angle will add up to equal 180 degrees. So in this one, we have an angle measure that's missing. So in order to find that, we know that all of it has to equal 180. So do you have any ideas of how we can figure out what the missing angle would be? Good. Yeah, we're going to take the angles that we know and subtract them. So I'm actually going to write it out in equation style. We have 68 degrees here, plus the 40 degrees here, plus x, which is the third angle. All right, this is angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. They're all going to be added up to equal 180 degrees. All right, so I'll add these two first. That comes up to 108 degrees plus x equals 180. One-step equation, right? We need to get that x by itself so that we know what it is. So the opposite would be to subtract 108 degrees. They cancel. Subtract 108 degrees. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll get 62. No, 72, sorry. Yeah, because you'll borrow. All right? Does everybody see how we got our answer? Yeah, that was pretty easy, right? All right, so, and the other thing to elaborate a little bit more, this is for a triangle. If you get to a quadrilateral, all 4 angles of a quadrilateral, I will write it down, might be extra credit. All 4 angles of a quadrilateral equal 360 degrees. All right, a quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. And it goes from there. Pretty sure they increase. Let me think. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I think as we go up, they're all 360, but I have to refer back just to make sure I'm right so I don't tell you anything wrong. All right, we're going to look at example 2 in the book. So it is the exact same in the book. And it's talking about finding exterior angles. So the triangle kind of looks similar to the one that we just worked with. All right, so it looks like this. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and then this is over here on the outside is angle 4. So pretend that I'm a great artist and that this is a straight line and that didn't go over at all. They have two terms that they're talking about. The first one, all right, so in the instructions on example 2, they tell us that the measure of angle 2 is 68 degrees. All right, so over here, this is 68 degrees, okay, angle 2. Measure of angle 3 is 42 degrees. So over here, we have 42 degrees. So what they're telling us in example 2 is that if they're asking us what is the measure of angle 4, they want to know what that is. That's the unknown. So what they're asking, or what they're telling you that you can do in example 2 is that these two angles, the remote interior angles, so on the other side, if you're going off to a remote island, it's like somewhere else, okay? So it's on the other side, it's not connected. So since angle 4 is over here, they're asking us what this one is. These two angles way over here are the remote interior angles, okay? They're inside the triangle, that's why they're called interior. Remote interior angles. They say that the sum of the remote interior angles will equal the exterior angle. Okay, so they're saying that if we take angle 2 and add it to angle 3, we will get angle 4. Now this is a concept that if you remember it, fine. That's a great thing to remember. But don't get bogged down by like the rules. If we know this angle and this angle, we can find angle 1, okay? All right, because we just did that up here in this example. We know that all three of the angles on the inside need to equal 180. So for this example, if we know this one and we know this one, we can always add those two up and subtract it from 180 to get angle 1. Okay, if you don't remember this remote interior angles rule, this is an alternative, okay? So they told us that angle 2 and angle 3 equal angle 4. So 68 degrees plus 42 degrees is going to equal what? 110 degrees. So this over here is 110 degrees. But for some reason, if you don't remember that, we just said angle 1 plus angle 2, which is 68 degrees, plus angle 3, which is 42 degrees, all have to equal 180, right? I'm going to put or. You could do it this way, or you could do it this way. All right, so since we have all three angles added up, we're going to add those two together. So angle 1 plus 110 degrees equals 180. What does angle 1 have to equal? We're going to subtract this. So angle 1 is equal to, what, 70 degrees? All right, if you were to find that first, this is a straight line right here. So we know that those two added up together have to equal 180 degrees. What types of angles are those when the two angles put together make a straight line? We just talked about them in the previous lesson. Right, supplementary, okay? Supplementary. The sum equals 180, okay? Very good. The two angles together have to equal 180 degrees. So if you don't remember to go this route, you could go this route to find that exterior angle. Okay, let me see. What if they throw algebra into the mix? Okay, so we have, I'm going to do the try it at the bottom of page 355. All right, sorry about that. All right, in this example, they have this angle being 7x minus 1 degrees, okay? This angle here is 8x plus 8 degrees. And this angle out here is 16x degrees. All right, so we are trying to find they want to know what is the exterior angle. What is this angle right here? They want to know what it is versus 16x. Okay, so we just talked about how the two remote interior angles will equal the exterior angle. So what we're going to do is take the two remote angles and add them together. So we have 8x plus 8. And we're going to add 7x minus 1. And that is going to equal the exterior angle of 16x. Okay? So that was angle 1, 2, 3, and angle 4. This is angle 2 plus angle 3 equals angle 4. All right? Just like in our previous example. Okay? Does everybody see where I got those numbers from? It's just like using numbers, except for they threw in that algebra where there's a variable. Okay? So don't let it freak you out. All right? Now we have a multi-step equation. All right? I didn't even put the degrees in there so it wouldn't confuse you. We're going to combine our like terms. Remember when we did this? I'm going to go through 8x is just like 7x. Okay, those are my x's. So 8x plus 7x. Very good. 15x. And then I have positive 8 minus 1. That would be 7 equals 16x. Okay? Now I need to get the x's together. Okay, there are cross equal signs, so I have to use an inverse operation. So I'm going to subtract 15x. Whatever I do to one side, have to do the other. I know you missed that. All right, so bring the 7 down. That's what's left on this side. And then bring this down, 16x minus 15x. Yeah, that's just x. There's one x left, right? So the value of x is 7. All right? For angle 4, oh wait. For angle 4, it is 16x. So we still have to do that math. So for angle 4, it says 16x degrees. So we need to plug in what we know x is. So 16 times 7 is what? I didn't bring my calculator over. So 16 times 7, 7 times 6, 42. 112 degrees? Is that what you got? All right, see, we just plugged that in there. We knew what x was. All right, very good, guys. All right, your homework tonight. All right, let's see here. Let's make it easy, shall we? Let's do page 357. Let's do and 11. Okay, very good. Make sure to show your work. I need a picture of your notes too. I will send it back if you didn't show your work. And have a great day, guys. All right.